بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى أهله وصحبه أجمعين. ما بعد. Shaking hands between men and women, taken from Silsila Hadith As-Sahiha by the Muhaddid Sheikh Allama Muhammad Nasiruddin Al-Albani, translated by Abbas Abu Yahya. From Umayma binti Ruqayqa, who said, I came the Messenger of Allah وسلم, along with the women, so that we could pledge an allegiance upon Islam. So we said, O Messenger of Allah, we pledge allegiance to you, and we will not associate anything with Allah, nor will we steal, nor commit zina, nor kill our offspring, nor will we utter slander intentionally for forging falsehood, nor will we disobey you in good action. So Messenger of Allah added, in that which you have capability and energy to do so. Umayma said, Allah and His Messenger are more merciful to us than us, being merciful to our own selves. Now then, we want to give you, O Messenger of Allah, the oath of allegiance. So the Messenger of Allah said, indeed, I do not shake hands with women. As for what I say for 100 women, it's like what I say for one woman. Collected by Malik 2/982/8 by Nisa'i in Asharatu an-Nisa from his book Sunan al-Kubra 2/93/2, Ibn Hibban 14, and Ahmad 6/357, narrated from Muhammad bin al-Munkadir from Umayma bint Ruqayqa. Another narration collected by An-Nisai in Al-Mujtaba 2/184, Tirmidhi 1/302, Ibn Majah 2874, Ahmad al-Humaydi in his Musnad 341 by way of Sufyan bin Uyayna from Muhammad bin al-Munkadir, with the same narration, except that al-Humaydi and Tirmidhi summarized the narration, but they brought extra wording after the saying, now then we want to give you allegiance, that Sufyan said, it means shake our hands. And in the narration of Ahmad, the wording is, we said, Messenger of Allah, will you not shake our hands? Tirmidhi said, the hadith is Hasan Sahih. Albani say, and its isnad is authentic. Muhammad bin Ishaq followed them in the narration and said, Muhammad bin al-Munkadir read to me the rest of the narration with extra wording at the end. Umayma said, and the Messenger of Allah sallallahu did not shake the hand of even one woman amongst us. Collected by Ahmad and Al-Hakim, post-71 with Al-Hasan isnad. This narration has a brief and similar supporting evidence from the hadith of Asma bint Yazid, collected by Al-Humaydi 368, Ahmad 6/454, 454, Ad-Dulawi in Al-Kuna 2/128, Ibn Abdul Bar in At-Tamhid 3/24/1, and Abu Na'im ibn Al-Akhbar al-Asbahan 1/2293, by way of Shahr bin Hushab bin from Asma, and in the narration by Ahmad. Asma asked the Messenger of Allah sallallahu, will you not put your hand out for us, O Messenger of Allah? And the Messenger sallallahu said to her, indeed, I do not shake hands with women. The narrator Shahr is weak in regards to his memory, and by this extra wording, it is perceived that the woman used to take the hand of the Messenger sallallahu when giving allegiance with the garment covering his sallallahu hand. And there are some other narrations which mention this. However, they are all marasil, the type of hadith which is weak. Tabi'i narrate from the Messenger sallallahu, there being a break in the chain, which Al-Hafidh mentioned in Al-Fath 8/488. So none of them can be used as an evidence, especially since they oppose that which is more authentic than this narration, like the main hadith and the discussion on that which comes after it. Likewise, the hadith of Aisha concerning when the Messenger of Allah will take the allegiance from women, and she mentions that, I know, I swear by Allah, the hand of the Messenger of Allah never ever touched a woman when they will give him allegiance, except that he will say, guy. I have taken your allegiance upon that. Collected by Al-Bukhari. As for the settlement of Atiyah radiallahu anha, we gave allegiance to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he recited to us that they should not associate anything along with Allah, and he forbid us from waiting at a date. So a woman withdrew her hand. He said, such and such woman help me lament. The hadith has been collected by Bukhari, and this is not as apparent as it may seem, that the woman will shake the messenger's hand. So the like of this narration cannot refute the clear text from the saying of the Messenger sallallahu I know shake hands with the woman. Also his action, which was narrated by Umayyah bint Raqi'ah, Aisha and Ibn Umar, as we will mention. Al-Hafiz said it is as if Aisha indicated with this that which came from Aisha, Atiyah, from what Ibn Khuzaimah collected and Ibn Hibban. Al-Bazar, At-Tabari and Ibn Mardawan, from way of Ismail bin Abdurrahman from his grandfather Atiyah, again the story of giving allegiance. He said the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam stretched out his hand from outside the house, and then we the women stretched out our hands from inside the house. The Messenger of Allah said, "O Allah, be a witness." Likewise in the hadith which comes after this, where she said, "A woman from amongst us held her hand." Indeed, one feels that they will give allegiance with their hands, and it is possible to reply to the first hadith that stretching out the hand from behind the hijab indicate that allegiance was taken, even though the shaking of hands did not take place. As for the second narration, then the meaning of holding clutching the hand was the delay in submitting allegiance, or that allegiance took place with the garment placed upon the hands. Abu Dawud narrated in Al-Marasil from Shabi that when the Prophet ﷺ took an allegiance from the woman who came using a garment from Qatar, and he placed it on his hand and said, "I do not shake hands with women," then Al-Hafiz mentioned the rest of the hadith in meaning, and they are all Marasil and cannot be used as evidence. What he Al-Hafid mentioned in reply to the two hadith of Atiyah, then that is the main proof that hadith are from Ismail bin Abdurrahman, and he is not a strong narrator, because this Ismail is not well known, rather he is used as a supporting narrator. So in summary, it is not authentic from the Messenger ﷺ that he ever shook hands with a woman, not even while taking allegiance. Moreover, so shaking hands when meeting each other. As for what some people use as an evidence for his ability by using the hadith of Atiyah, which he mentioned, even though shaking hands is not mentioned. Likewise, they turn away from the clear hadith where the Prophet refrained from shaking hands, and this is something which does not stem from a sincere believer, especially since there is a severe warning for the one who touches a woman who is not lawful to touch, as in hadith number 226 from Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is better for a person to be struck on his head with an iron rod than touch a woman whom he is not allowed to touch. See the Sheikh's comment about the hadith at the end of this article. There is supporting hadith for the hadith of Umayma bint Ruqayqa, which will follow shortly. After I wrote what has preceded, I saw that Ishaq bin Mansur al-Marzawi said in the book Masail Guy. He took allegiance from us, and he placed condition upon us. She read that she said to him, "O my uncle, son, did you ever know of any evil and sickness or whatever about your people?" Abu Daifa said, "Yes, we will give him allegiance," and indeed this is what the allegiance was given about, and this is condition. Fatima said that he said, "I not give allegiance to you upon not stealing, rather I steal from my husband's wealth." So the Prophet ﷺ put out his hand, and she put out a hand. Then he sent a message to Abu Sufyan, and he ﷺ made it permissible for her take from him. Abu Sa'id said, as for food stuff, then she can take it. As for wealth, there is no and made dua against her. He said, so we give allegiance to him. When Fatima said, there was no person more hurtful to me than yourself, and I do not like it that Allah make it miserable for you, the authority and what it contains. And now I swear by Allah that there is no person more beloved to me than your person, and that Allah lengthens it and blesses it and gives recompense. The Messenger of Allah said, likewise, I swear by Allah, none of you truly believes until I become more beloved to you than your son and your father. Al-Hakim said, Sahih al-Isnad, and al-Dahabi agreed. Albani said its Isnad is Hasan because there is some talk about Muhammad bin al-Ajlan and Ismail bin Abi, whereas it is not harmful, inshallah. He said it supports the point that allegiance took place between the Messenger and the women by stretching out their hands without actually shaking hands, as previously mentioned by Al-Hafid, since it did take place. The letter would have mentioned it as it is apparent, so there is no difference between this hadith and the main hadith under discussion, taken from Silsila Hadith As-Sahihah, Volume 2, Hadith number 529, page 63 to 67. Hadith number 530 from Abdullah bin Amr bin the Messenger never used to shake hands with women in taking allegiance. Quoted by Ahmad. Albani said it's not Sahih. Taken from Silsila Hadith As-Sahihah, Volume 2, Hadith number 530, page 67. Hadith number 226. Ma'aqal bin Yasar from the Messenger that it is better for a person to be struck on his head with an iron rod than touch a woman who is not allowed to touch. Quoted by Ar-Rayuni in his Musnad. Albani said this isnad is good. Sheikh Albani commented, in this hadith is a severe warning. The one who touches a woman who it is not allowed for him to touch. In this hadith, it is an evidence that it is prohibited to shake hands with women, because no doubt shaking hands includes touching. Many of the Muslims nowadays have been trialed by this, and amongst them, some of them of knowledge, even if some of them showed disapproval in their hearts, then the situation would have become minimized a little. However, they try to regard it as permissible by using many different techniques and interpretations. It reached us that a very big personality in Al-Azhar University in Egypt was seen by some people shaking hands with women. Our complaint is to Allah about the absence of Islam. Indeed, some of the Islamic groups have taken the opinion that it is permissible to shake hands between men and women, and it was made binding upon every Hizbi participant to implement it, and they use as an evidence for that with that which is not correct. That is what is considered from the hadith, and there are the other clear hadith which show the permissibility of shaking hands between men and women, taken from Silsila Hadith Sahihah, Volume 1, Hadith number 226.